Just tried going live. Wasn't overly successful. At least I waited a couple of minutes and I didn't get any notification that I am live. So I'm just going to do my usual, rambling away for a little while. Occasionally check in to see if it's just that I didn't get a notification, and we will see what happens. In fact, I don't think I've ever clicked on live. Although I would imagine I would be very, very low down on this list. So let's have a look at subscriptions, see what that's saying. Um, Here we are. We are live. So let's go across to that and hello you beautiful people. So the idea behind this stream is that I've alluded to in a couple of times in past streams that when you do virtual photography, it's generally a bad idea to use fast traveling. So what I'm going to show you is my approach to virtual photography in an open world game. So let's just fire this up and have a look at how I get on. While that is loading, I'm going to turn the volume down on here. So I've purposely not played this game for a week, and I have missed it. But I completed Atomic Hearts, and for those who are wondering why I stopped the series, is that I felt that it wasn't really a good candidate for demonstrating virtual photography. So I do apologise for those who were watching these videos up to this point. I've already completed the game. I'm not going to play it again on stream. That's not to say that I won't play it again, because it is a good game and I would recommend playing it. It's just a little bit too full on for virtual photography. So the idea behind this is that it's an open world. There are missions that you can do, and that keeps the action going. And I will be doing missions, but really when I set out to do virtual photography in an open world, that is all I am doing. But I will, for this one, I will be doing, like, looking for challenges and that sort of thing, just to demonstrate how I go about doing virtual photography. It looks like I am actually in the middle of a mission. No, that one I can untrack for a while, because what I want to do is actually change. That's not an example of what I wanted to do, so I'm just going to go to here, because that is actually no, I will go to this one, because it is fairly close. This isn't going to be one of the tips I'd like to give you. So I'm just going to do this little part. And what I'm planning to do, if I just show you, I currently have this thing, which is pretty cool. And it slices people up, multiple people up. But I want to try Mantis Blades. So I'm just going to go to Rip Doctor and change my augmentations. And as I said earlier, the reason why I don't do fast travel in virtual photography is that you miss so much. I mean, I'm quite often looking at things like this, so I'm looking at lighting. So it's a nice light source, and it allows you to get better images of the characters that they have in this game, because they are very well done. Yes, unfortunately this game is only orbital, and I really hope that the game developers will give us a little bit more freedom when it comes to the camera movement, because orbital mode is exceptionally limiting. Now, what I'm looking at the moment is I want to I don't need too much, because That's a fairly interesting child behind him, but I'm going to keep him separated. But I like the lighting of the character. I like especially in the eyes. You can see those little, um, I don't know what you call them. I'm going to say a sparkle. And I'm not sure if that's my glasses. Yeah, no, he is in focus really well. We've got a nice bokeh in the background, and we've got plenty of details and shadows. So for a first picture, that's pretty good. There's a tiny bit of headroom above, but I'm pretty much filling the frame with the character, so I like that. And also there's a fair bit of negative space behind them. And with the child with the bottle in the background, that just adds a little bit extra to it. Because of course he is working on a vending machine right now. So that's some of the things I look for. But also, by setting these waypoints, you can sometimes be taken away you've never been before and down a street you may never chance upon any other way. So it's always an idea to do it that way. And you may see something that's really, really interesting. I've just realised I need to go upstairs. And of course, characters. Because some of these are very, very cool. Okay, Doc Ryder, what have you got for me, mate? Looks like you've got issues, love. Here we are.
Okay,
Let's see what you got.
what you can do for me. Just hope I won't regret it.
Anything hitches, just come back. At least you won't get bored.
I mean, that's the thing. This is the first time I've been to a Rip Dog in Dogtown. So, mantis blades. That's what we're going for. So, allows you to slice and dice. So, physical damage. So, that's bleed. That's poison. That's burn. And that's electric. 0.5, so that's all standard. Current total 7.5, 2.23, 5.7 bonus stealth. That's quick hack damage. That's melee damage. I'm going to stick with blade chance, I think. So I've got a fair bit of cash there. So it's absolutely fine to give these things a try. Right, now let's have a proper look. So we're going to come out of Dogtown. I do need to do one of those. We're going to walk over to this random mission. Let's see what they've got. And the time has changed, so we've got a nice soft morning light.
Certified resale.
But while I'm wandering around, how are you all doing? I hope you've been keeping well. I do ask for those who join the stream just to be patient with the chat function. There's a very, very long delay on here. And so it may seem like I'm ignoring you, but I'm not. And one way to know how long, or how to gauge how long the lag is in this, or latency, is that I've set the PlayStation up to read out the chat to me. I mean, I have the stream going on a device beside me so that I can see who's talking to me. But as I say, the best way to know is just to wait until you hear your message read out. It is surprisingly quiet here. I mean, virtual photography in an open world is a great experience because it is quite chilled because you are just walking around. I mean, just by setting a waypoint and walking, I'm seeing this building for the first time. I genuinely didn't know there was a building full of cards on the outside. Well, it's unfair to say I have never seen this building. I have seen this building before, but I'd never seen that feature. I'd always been on the other side. That is kind of cool. That's mental that I've not noticed that. Because I've even got a photo of that building there. But this I've not seen before. I'm going to wait for that truck to get in front of it. Just to be an interesting feature. Now, just going to say it. Let me see now. Set the depth of field. So I need to turn autofocus off. So it does go as far as the truck. And there's the building as well. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to open the aperture a little bit. A lot. So I don't need the truck to be massively in focus, but I want the sign to be and the cards in the background. So really that is the best compromise. I'm quite happy with the field of view. So I'm just going to grab that shot. Actually, no. I want to be able to place the truck in the bottom right hand. So something like that. I mean, I'm very conscious of the light flare there. So something like that is going to be the shot. And as I said in one of the Atomic Heart ones, is because I crop it to portrait, I can crop slightly off center. So I don't always center my shots, even though that truck is in the middle. The main focus is where it says deck. And I should be able to get some of the upright card behind the decker card that's fanned out over there. Oh, give me a moment. Having a practice shoot by looks of it. Didn't really look that interesting to me, so I haven't taken it. Oh, don't even try, you two. Yeah, it says it's in combat mode, but that's going to go off soon. I've taken quite a few shots from this area if you look on my Instagram. And it's just simply because I like the puddle and this graffiti here. I like the building that has no regrets on the side and die, die, die. So yeah, I've taken, I think it was over here actually, a shot from about here that I rather enjoyed, and I'd centered up on the building there and I dropped really low level. So something like that was the shot that I went for. Not excellent, but I'm not aiming for excellence, I'm experimenting. And through experimentation, I will succeed sometimes and learn from that. And more critically, I will look at the ones that weren't so successful and think about why they weren't or how I could improve upon it.
Fuck off while you still got legs to walk on.
Yeah, you're behind bars, love. And you're fully suited. I have been playing this a lot, so I am at a level where I could easily take that character. And I've just got some new Mantis Blades that would probably be worth trying out, but that's what I'm doing a mission right now. This is a great area here. An abandoned theme park. And I think on my first playthrough, which was with a different character, I actually walked all the way around the roller coaster as well. With the exception of the loop's loop, because there's only so much you can do. And if you're interested, there is no achievement for doing that.
Well, hello, sir.
Hey, how are we doing, Ainley? I hope you're keeping well, mate. I hope your studying's going okay as well.
I'm fine. Been procrastinating for like a week.
Ah, sometimes you just need a rest though, mate, to be quite honest. I mean, I had last week off, and I do feel really good, like nicely rested. Granted, that did mean going back to work on Tuesday was very, very difficult, but I'm sort of back into the flow now. But as they say, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, so you probably helped yourself by doing it. Oh, I'm rather liking that.
Well, you don't have your finals in 2 weeks, XD.
Yeah, that is very true. But I did have 2 processes going live, or 2 updates on processes going live, so it's swings and roundabouts, as they say. Actually, I don't know if they do say in your country, but it's certainly a common phrase here. Let's see now. For 2 weeks. Oh, my days.
Makes sense.
And they both worked, by the way. So I was really happy with that. But you're going to do fantastic. I genuinely do believe that. How can I frame this well? I think... What I want is having it quite out of place almost. That doesn't quite work. Let's just drop the angle a lot. So it's going to be a sort of a top right hand feature, and then we have a good bit of space about there. Oh, hang on. Got to adjust the focal point. About 14.5. Where are we at? About there. So what did you do while you were procrastinating? Just relaxed? Played a bit of Helldivers too, which I have just downloaded today. So I will be playing that.
Been playing Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I think that is a good game from what I've seen. There's a YouTuber, no, not a YouTuber, but a streamer called Canon on the I'm trying not to advertise, but
Welcome
on
to the front soldier saluting face.
Aye, sir. I am looking forward to having a play of it because I bought it so I could play with friends online, and I I know I need to do a tutorial or something so we can do that. So I'm planning on having a go on that tomorrow, and I've also got Skull and Bones as well, which I'm hoping is a good game.
A little advice, start with bugs.
Oh, okay. Appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, it should be a good bit of
Skull
fun.
and Bones is trash.
Oh, really? Oh, dear. Because I was hoping it would be like,
Friendly.
oh, okay. Because, yeah, I was thinking it was like, Black Flag. That's what I was hoping it was like. You know, the, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The sailing aspect of it I really enjoyed. So I was hoping it was going to be more of the same, but if it's trash, then dull. So what was I thinking of then? Because there's another sailing game that was out, and I don't think I got that one. I couldn't remember what that was called. Oh, what was that?
It was supposed to be like Sea of Thieves plus Black Flag apparently.
Ah, but they just didn't achieve it. Well, it's got a photo mode, so if anything, it's just something different to take pictures of, so I can't really complain. It is slightly upsetting because I got it with some money I got as a gift. So hopefully I haven't wasted it. But then quite often with reviews, it's subjective. What most people hate, I may
It
enjoy.
has 2.3 star reviews.
Okay, that's not looking optimistic. Ah, I can find fun in anything. It should be alright. I mean, that's the fortunate thing is I started gaming in a very experimental time. The early days of home computing, and
I mean, can't you refund it if you don't find it fun?
you know, I genuinely don't know. I think you can refund on PlayStation. I've never tried it, but I may actually do that. Because 2.3, that's pretty bad. And then try Sea of Thieves. Yeah, because it's never occurred to me to refund a game.
On Steam you have 2 hours to test it and then you can't refund.
Oh, I downloaded this a few days ago.
Or 14 days of owning the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I haven't played it yet, but I've owned it for about a week.
2 hours of playtime.
Cool. That's good to know. And it's a digital download as well, so it should be fine. So yeah, tomorrow I'll do the training mission of Helldivers 2, and then I'll jump across to that one and see what it's like. Because I don't generally have that long on a Saturday to game, because I spend most of the time editing the video. Well, no, I spend a lot of time doing the usual adulting, then I edit the video, and then I get a bit of time for gaming. I forgot about these adverts. It's a good thing I do mark these as not suitable for children.
Apparently on it's 14 days of owning.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I've definitely got time. But I won't play more than 2 hours. Unless, of course, I enjoy it.
Keep pushing!
Oh, yeah, I'll test my blades on this one.
I mean, could be like Forspoken.
Oh, that was atrocious. That one I really should have refunded. I completed it and just didn't enjoy it at all. These really do not have the range, but they're quite good though.
I liked it in the end.
Yeah, I remember you saying. I just didn't. Even at the very end, I still didn't really get on with it. I respect what they did, but I have absolutely no intention to get any DLC or anything. Right, I think that's everything.
The story was really trash. Still
Oh.
think it's the worst story ever made.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I genuinely did not care about that character. And I found that the interplay between the armband and the main character just got annoying.
Even a kid playing with Lego could imagine better story than that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was trash on that front. I mean, could I do better? Probably not, but oh, sugar. Oops. Sorry, I really didn't intend to cancel this guy's call. Cool. So it is here. That's good. Right. I mean, I quite like the parkour element of it, but to be quite honest, Mirror's Edge was far superior to that. Not quite sure what happened there. I wonder if that game's got a photo mode. I don't even think I looked. Because I really enjoyed Mirror's Edge, both of them. Well, while I'm here, it'd be rude not to. So... 7A. 55 IC 55. Did you ever play that actually? Oh.
It
Anyway.
wasn't so bad. I don't think it was trying to be a regular Parker.
No, it wasn't.
What?
Mirror's Edge. Because that was meant to be a parkour game. Earth is firing still. Just those guys.
I own it, but played only like 15 minutes.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Including the sequel as well, I thought it was good.
Don't know, just didn't really like it at the time, and never came back to it.
That's fair enough. I think a lot of people felt that way. It wasn't as good as a lot of people hoped it would be. Okay, let's see what we got here. Don't need guns.
Because I had a lot of better game to play at the time.
That's fair. Yeah, because I don't buy as many games as I used to. I do tend to give them a lot better more of a chance than in the early days.
I bought it when I started with the story games.
Ah. Yeah, I can't remember if the story was actually any good.
Some things never change. Gonks take the ballot and think they're actually making a choice. Only ever been one choice in this city. Corruption. Same shit, different assholes. And every time they think this time will be different. Well, we get what we fucking deserve.
And I didn't really like how bright the world was.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Because it was a very stylized look to it. But you gave it a proper look by sounds of it, so that's something. At least you can say you gave it a proper try.
The color palette what my style really.
Yeah, as I say, I think that was the same for a lot of people. Didn't quite hit the mark for them. Whereas for me, I quite liked the minimalistic view, but I enjoyed the parkour so much I forgave that game an awful lot. Okay, so what I'm going for here is sort of like a window view. I'm not too keen on that toilet. Let's see if I can... But to get the depth of field that I want, I need to keep that in there, unfortunately. And I may have to do some creative cropping to get that out. But really, I just want the blurred wall in the
It's the kind of game you
foreground.
either like or dislike. No between.
Yeah, it's what we say over here is it's very Marmite. You either love it or hate it. I think Division 2 is very much like that, and Division, you either love it or you just don't get on with it at all. Okay, that's that done. Let's have a look in here. Anything good? But yeah, I am most certainly one of the people who loved The Division. No, ICBD 7A. 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 Oh, I did that
I
wrong.
hate that you have to do side missions to be able to defeat the main ones.
Yes. But it's actually best to go through all of the main ones, and it is quite difficult to do that and then do all the side missions, because that will, all of the side missions scale up with you, so you get more XP as a result of leaving all of them till the end. And that helps you get to level 30, which is pretty much the end game. I'm not going to spoil anything, even though I know you're not going to play it again. Other people may do. But it is challenging, and there's not a great deal of content, but sometimes a game just resonates with you and you enjoy it. And for me, I thought it was the perfect RPG, simply because it's not overly complicated to level up your
I tried the main
character.
missions alone and got to the point I was too underleveled to make it through.
Yeah, it's certainly difficult. Certainly is difficult. I found it very hard because I completed it on my own, but I had already done Division 1 and understood it.
Flawlessly. All according to plan. Glad
So I had the advantage of being able to
closed.
combine like the different skills and so on in the armor pieces well. Okay, where are we going to next? We are going to do this gig.
You either have to do all side missions before the main ones of playing 4 players.
Yes, if you're not experienced, and that's no disrespect 'cause I know you're a very, very good gamer, it is like the main missions, when you first start out, it takes quite a few goes to be able to complete them. The raids, you definitely need 8 players, ideally 8 friends, to be able to complete those. They really are a challenge. And same as the incursions, you need at least 4 people. So there are certain decisions that they made that I don't agree with. Because to get 8 friends playing the Division is very, very difficult. And if it isn't, the only reason I was able to, well, the only way I was able to do those raids was because of groups who basically take you through them. Because they're learning to do speed runs and stuff like that, so you just make up the numbers and they'll teach you how to do it. So there are some lovely people out there. But if it weren't for them, I would never have touched them. I wouldn't have done the incursions as well. I am very grateful to my friend who set all
It's
this
a
up so I
story
could do
game
it.
in which you have to depend on other people, and that's what I hate about it.
Ah, fair. Sorry, I need a cough. Yes, that's the interesting thing is, yes.
I totally get why you love it,
Mm.
but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah. As I say, it's either love it or hate it game. It's like me with Halo. Do not like it whatsoever. It's also the reason why I don't like Destiny, because it reminds me of Halo. And I just found that to be a soulless first-person shooter.
This is bullshit.
But it is a very well-loved game. Well, including Destiny, that was well-loved. But I disliked it so much I can't even bring myself to play Destiny 2, even though it's free.
I'm here. Haywood's a rough place for biz, huh? It's gotta be tough, keeping it all in check.
Not really. All you can get here is enough respect to keep the wolves from eating you alive.
So which game would you say is the one that you love that a lot of people hate?
Got the most wolves afraid of me.
Don't waste your money on counseling.
Can I ask a personal question?
Sure, but I may not answer.
Why'd you join the priesthood?
Faith is God's grace. For many years I did not feel it. But eventually, that changed. I believe in God, V. And I only hope that when I pass, he believes in me.
Got to think about that.
It's a hard question.
Listen, you ever,
Mine's fairly recent, so that's fine.
might need someone, now that Jackie's gone.
She's a strong woman. She'd do just fine without me.
You know what I mean. Jackie had his secrets. Someone might want to get even.
Nobody will touch her. Trust me. And besides, you should also stop by and see her. It's only right.
Mm-hmm. There's a point. Where is Mama Wells? Oh, Cyber Psycho. Let's give that a go. while you're thinking, I just want to let people know that the chat in streaming is very, very, well, there's a lot of latency. So please wait till you hear your message for me to respond to you. So if you've written something a few seconds ago or longer, I'm wondering why I'm not responding. My PlayStation reads out chat to me. So if you hear that, then you'll know that I've finally heard it.
Probably Watch Dogs 2, but I have a lot more
Oh,
game that I hate when other people love it.
yeah. See, I really didn't like Watch Dogs, but I heard that they did improve Watch Dog 2. That's cool. Now, this is the reason why I don't fast travel in open worlds when I'm doing virtual photography, is sometimes you catch an interesting scene, and it's just because of the lighting that you wouldn't see if you fast travelled or drove there. Although unfortunately it looks like I do actually need to stand into the middle of the road to get a good picture of that.
At the time I played it,
No.
it was really hated, but I really liked it.
Yeah, it was the same with Division with me. It was getting so many bad reviews, but I just couldn't stop playing it. But the funny thing about the first game, the first Division, was I got it, I completed it, I didn't touch it until a group of friends said about playing it. And it wasn't till we went through
Like
it.
for example, I hate Witcher 3, but I don't know a single person who doesn't love it.
Oh yeah, I love it. 100%. But not everyone can enjoy it. You know, these games aren't for everyone. As I said, a lot of people love Destiny 2, but it's just not for me. Ooh. Kind of liking the textures there. I don't think that would work in a picture. God, this really isn't
It
a...
boils my blood cuss how loved it is. I don't agree with the hype at all.
I think the reason why I enjoyed it is it was similar to Skyrim, which is the ultimate game. It is just such a fantastic RPG, and it allowed us to sort of live in that world a little bit longer, even though it was a different game. So I think that was some of it. A lot of it is because it's
And I
actually...
don't have 32 hours on it, so I can have an opinion on it.
Oh, 100%. That's like me with Game of Thrones. I do not like the Game of Thrones. I thought I would. I really felt that if I gave it enough of a try, I would finally get it, it would click, and I would love it. But I never did. And yet I watched 5.5 seasons of it, so I know it's not good for me. It is a great TV series, granted, but it's just not one that I enjoyed.
Haven't seen a single episode.
Even though I didn't enjoy it, I would recommend it. Because I'll let this finish talking. The reason I thought I would enjoy it and why I stuck with it is I love loads of stories that intersect with each other. So a lot of plot lines. It's got dragons in it, it's mythology, there's some cool fighting, there's boobs. It's got everything that great TV needs. And it just didn't grab me. It was such a shame, but I think that it's still a brilliant show. It is well worth watching. So it's not one of those where it's like, oh, I don't get the hype, don't watch it. No, I actually would recommend you try it. If you don't like it, fair enough. But if you did, kind of worked in your favour. You won't regret it. Unless you have to pay for it. Don't pay for it.
BRB, gonna grab some beer.
Alright, my man. See you soon. I don't actually know how long this stays in friendly mode, but I rather like the idea of them blowing themselves up instead of me, like that. Okay. After all that effort, I just blew them. Ah. Man, this guy's paranoid. I'm going to initiate an overload. Oh, that was a dumb move. Ah. Okay, so that overpowers them. It's been a long week. That's my excuse. But yeah, we're going to clear this out. And then I'll carry on walking around and try and get missions. But the reason I choose missions is because by selecting it, it gives you a route to walk down, and it may show you something that you've never seen before. So that's one of the things that I like to do. Yeah, I'm not messing around with softly approach. As you can see, it didn't quite work in my favour. I heard you. I do not see you. Oh. Well, love. If that doesn't look like a woman. So why did it sound like one? Thing about cyber psychos is you don't want to kill them. I mean, I have actually allowed one to die, so I'll never get the achievement. I was trying to get his weak spot there. But while I'm here. Right, mate boy. He's only on 2%. Little headshot maybe? Nah, just get his arm. Here he is. Hey! So you saw me kill myself. Well, you missed me killing myself in a most foolish way, to say the least. So a little bit embarrassing, but these things happen.
You wouldn't happen to know a lot about firewall, would you?
Firewall? As in, like, internet security? Or is it a show or something? Which probably answers your question, me asking these questions. Is it a
internet security?
I don't really know a great deal about it, to be quite honest. But you can always ask a question. Mm-hmm. Nope. Pretty sure our guy didn't have anything else on him. Nope.
So you wouldn't happen to know what is should filter out to stop HTTPS from happening XD?
No, no, I wouldn't know that. Because it's all about ports, isn't it? But filtering out HTTPS, I think it would just... Because HTTPS is a secured connection, isn't it? But yeah, that's more of your network and third line support type thing, and I only got up to second line support. I did build networks, but that's a very different thing. Okay, there we are. Okay. Cool. Just going to pause the stream a moment. I want to move the camera because it's over an
GPT
important part.
says a lot of things, but not sure it's what the question is asking I have to answer.
Yeah, unfortunately, GBT doesn't always give you the right information. Move camera display up to there. Yeah, it does research, but AI isn't really that advanced yet, so it's something to use as a guide when you're researching. It will point you in the right direction, that's basically what I'm saying, but sometimes it will come up with some absolute rubbish. I wonder. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my character. Sometimes I take pictures of my character, but not that often. So let's just turn depth of field off. Because it's this building that I'm interested in.
I mean, it's probably a correct, but it says
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too professional, and it would be obvious it was I.
Oh, okay. Um, I mean, I don't even know why you would want to stop HTTPS or how to filter it. It'd stop it from happening. So it's not something I've ever considered. Because really, you'd do it the other way. You'd stop anything that isn't HTTPS. You know, that would work as a firewall. I mean, there are things that you can do with firewalls is you have a whitelist with them, which allows you to say, you know, this website's absolutely fine, but that's you going out. So it allows free communication between yourself and that website. So whitelist would probably be my answer. But that's to bypass firewalls altogether.
It's a question to this lecture I have to take, so the university would take me in without tests.
Ah, I see. That's a technical university, I bet. But yeah, unfortunately, mate, I don't know the answer to that. I am sorry. Hmm.
Yeah.
Something about this character. I've seen her a few times and I've taken quite a few pictures of her. Always seems to appear in the right place. I mean, I even like the depth
It's
of
all
field.
right, D.
Cheers, man. Can I? Oh, orbital mode. Why are you so mean? Okay, we're going to try a bit of depth of field. Nope. Works better like that. Try framing between the two trees. Maybe that will work better. But the problem is she's giving my character a sideways glance because she's really not trusting of him. No, that's not a picture. But I was happy with the first one. Because the character design in this game is fantastic. They do have some very cool characters. And there's a few that remind me of the Joker in here as well. So they've got quite a few little nods like that. And these kids, they got swag. They need a bowl to put, I mean, fruit for that fruit. No, you need fruit to put in that bowl, that's the phrase. This is more of a minimalist sort of shot, which is why I'm mucking around with it. Just experimenting. And the thing with street photography is you set up shots like this and then you wait for your subject to come. So I'm hoping something's going to fly across here, and particularly at the top part of the cutout that we're looking at will finally make that interesting. We've got someone walking across there, but they're too small a subject. But I'm going to stop being selfish for you guys, because that's the sort of thing I do when I'm playing on my own and doing virtual photography, is I will literally wait there for not so much up to an hour, but I'll give it a good amount of time. But that does not make for good viewing. But it is some fairly good advice for virtual photography. Oh,
This time, I needed to restore the natural balance in this city.
I got you, Padre.
Valentino dropped the culprit has gone unpunished. You can change that. If you find out who's covering for the gang, I'll pay extra. Spec attached.
We're going blades. Oh, actually, no. We're going shotgun. Because I've not really used it.
Where are you going? Where the men? Finally, left you there.
That's quite the gun. Okay. Did not expect that. This thing's a beast. I like a rocket launcher. Oh my days, I'm glad I picked this one up. Haha.
Can you spot the two things that don't match?
I give up.
Hint 1, Militech. Hint 2, Valentino.
Shotguns are overpowered in every game, D.
I know, but this is insane, man.
Real key fun to use N.
Yeah. Let's just turn that one off. Jeez. got electricity damage. I've got all sorts going on. Yeah, let's change that. I'm hurting myself more than anything else. Oh, this is probably the guy I needed to talk to. Ah, smart tech. It is kind of cool. I'm going back to blades, actually. These are kind of cool. I had the wire before, which has got a better range than these. But I really wanted to try the mantis blades. Pardon me. Let's see what that conversation has to say. Because I am meant to find out something.
I love the wire.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, but I just thought I'll give the mantis blade a try, because you've got that leap forward as well, which I think is R1, maybe. Probably, wow. No, maybe there's some information there. Pose of Josue's body out. Oh my days, you really want me to do that?
Mantis are better armor, but the wire has better visuals.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it does look cool. Has a strange effect. There's a little bit of the dust in front of him. Smoke, sorry. Kind of works. Drop down a bit. I mean, that's just an outfit I put together just to blend in Dogtown more than anything else. No, sorry. I quite like that shot. But we're going for a trilby look, I think. No. That one. Change that to... Nope. Maybe that one. Okay. No, actually, I have this one here. Go for that look. It's kind of cool how the smoke's changed a bit. So I'm going to incorporate that into under his fist. A tad, using darkness. No, I do need to drop a bit. Going a bit more. So I'm filling the frame. That's what I'm aiming for. Do I need a bit more? No, I'm quite happy with that. So let's grab that shot. Oh, actually. Give that fist a bit more space. Because what I'm looking at is a reflection on his glass to get that into a cool sort of position. Because the pose is a little bit sterile. So let's have a look at that. Some of these are ridiculous. That works quite well. Slightly angled towards us. Do I want more fog? And what I'm considering is using the mist as a framing mechanism more than anything else. I feel that it does need a bit more brightness to it and a touch of contrast. Should I have an itchy chin? A bit more highlights maybe? And these are all set in base levels because I'm going to edit it all in post-production. But what I'm trying to do is to utilize the game engine's strengths by using its lighting to increase the exposure rather than doing it in post-production. Because the game knows how its lighting's meant to work. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Do that in a moment because that commotion doesn't sound like it's on this roof. And I still need to grab that guy and take him outside. So, ICBD, okay. I see. Right, let's get this body. Let's see if there's any freebies. Oh, it was downstairs. I thought a toilet was an odd place to find a body. I'm not sure what she said, but I don't think it was friendly. She may not have been complimenting me on my outfit. Okay, pick up body. Oh, looks like we have friends.
Who would have thought?
Well, either they're planning a costume party, or they're
Do you have Skippy?
I do, yes.
I'm intrigued in either case.
Have kept him, set him to headshot. Which may not be the best choice, but that's what I prefer to do. Just saves you aiming. Because I think the other option was non-lethal, and as soon as I'd done it, I sort of regretted choosing headshots. Ooh, what's in there? Well, while I'm in, these cars are cool. All the paintwork on them. Right, sorry Jose, I was meant to be taking you out, but there's some cool stuff here. Don't need a vest. Might grab these two though. Don't need a gun. I'm not going to drop the... Oh no, I am going to drop the body to do it.
If you set him to the killer, it turns to the worse one. If you choose the worse one first, it will change to the headshot one after some Kai.
Oh
Pretty
really?
cool.
Yeah. The killer who turns to the worst one if you choose the worst one first. But yeah, it was a good little gun. I think I only picked it up as a purple. So I've not... Oh wow. I've not really used it for a while. But yeah, it was a fantastic gun. What we got here? Well, cool Padre. Not now. Okay.
It's V. Took care of Jose.
The car's on its way.
It's not really good on higher levels, but it's cool. Easter egg.
Yeah.
Arasaka.
Arasaka. You're telling me a mega crew was involved in the killing of some ordinary beat cop?
Joffrey's death was an accident. Jose was covered for another reason.
I'm still listening.
He and his crew were hired to launch a full-blown assault on an Arasaka facility, and to do it using Militech equipment.
Attacking Arasaka.
¿Qué pinche jueguito es
On
este? ¡Al
Arasaka's
carajo,
behalf.
órale!
Shit. You need to get out of there.
Yep.
Seeing as I'm already here, I could stick around, try to find out more.
Won't find nothing you don't already know.
So tempted to steal this.
You know more than you're telling. Spill.
I'm just speculating here, but
Out with it.
there's a good chance that Arasaka's looking to pick a serious fight with Militech. Maybe even all-out war.
And? Jose's hit was meant to be their excuse? Kinda slim, don't you think?
It's not just Jose. I've heard of other cases. Same MO. This runs deep, V.
And Militech. They must have noticed Arasaka's moves.
Likely. But Militech doesn't want war. They will delay, prepare, and prepare some more.
That info's worth a healthy heap in some circles.
Not this time, though.
Hmm.
Not my board. Not my game. See you around, V.
Yeah, be seeing you.
So I rather like this feature. It's a little bit dark, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to just turn off depth of field. Increase the exposure a fair bit. Turn highlights down a tad, just to make it a little bit more natural. Maybe a little bit more over here. Because even though we've got leading lines going away across the screen, I'm actually going to be cropping slightly different to that. So it's not something I really have to consider too much. It will just be a part of the foreground more than anything. I keep saying more than anything else a lot. That's something I'm going to have to change. Or get out of the habit of. So let's adjust the field of view a tad. Strain it out a little bit. And the whole field of view thing, the reason I'm extending it is I'm trying to give the picture more space. I find when you actually take the picture, it gives it more of a 3D nature. It gives it more depth and makes it more interesting to look at. But there are occasions where a shallow depth of field is most certainly better. But while I'm experimenting and trying to unlock this ability in myself, I will possibly make some very questionable decisions. As you're watching this, you're thinking, what the hell is he doing that for? But it's just me experimenting and trying to learn a technique. Okay. Bonus already collect. I have one more favour. Okay. Fair enough. As long as I get the eddies, I do not mind. So what's going on there? If you do what you set out to do, next time we'll be expecting you, that I have no doubt. Fair. Ooh, wonder. Yes, most certainly wondering why you're writing to me. Okay. I mean, I took all your stuff, so, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, gotta write that. And that's for my own interests. I'm not going to give away too much of that story, but basically I told him, the people I took the contract from, that he was dead. So it's slightly selfish of me to sort of cover my back. Especially because they're NPCs. I'm most likely never going to come across them again. Okay, not doing the Hanukkah thing. Simply because I'm just doing side missions for this. So that I don't mind walking to another location instead of fast traveling to it or driving to it. I mean, you can do driving in virtual photography because the camera is pretty good, so you can take some good action shots in vehicles. And I may, near the end of this stream, hop in a vehicle and have a go. Can I go through here? I am wondering why it took me the wrong way around. And it's still insisting that I do. So let's just do a run. That just makes me feel like I haven't delayed myself. Oh my days, this is a convoluted route. I'm kind of liking the headpiece there, my lady. Rocking it. Oh, it's upstairs. Right. But yeah, this outfit. No, she's not wearing it right. Let's see if I do come across a Joker looking character. Now this is just a fight that I'm going to. Question is how? It looks like it's up there. Cannot go that way.
Hell, this isn't college. You have to think.
Okay. Can't read Spanish, so I'm not even going to try. Hi. Surprise attack. She looks cool. Unfortunately, the angle of it, I have to keep her in that, with her head on the billboard. But with some depth of focus, hopefully, I will minimize that. So where do I want the focus to be? On the gun? No, bullets can be slightly blurred. Actually, we are going to go full on fill the frame. Use that background to frame her. I need to adjust the aperture now. Not too much, because you'll notice the bullets are really going crazy. So that's not an option. Effect, exposure. but then a little bit of contrast because you have to bear in mind it's a dark area. Gonna drop back a little bit. And that just gives me a chance to get all of the gun flare into the shot as well. Just experimenting. That was definitely the right place for it. But just because one looked okay, you could be missing out on a really good shot. Let's look at that. Something like that. I want some of the magazine in front of the building. Again, it's that 3D look. To increase the depth of field a tad. Oh, this is difficult. So I'm not fussed about her arm not being, you know, being behind the flare. I think that fairly works, but that little light in front of her cheek is a little bit annoying. If that wasn't there, I would have been happy with that. So we're going to frame her between the two flares now. I think a little bit of rotate. I think they call it Dutch angle. Drop a tad. And again, just to fill the frame. I think about there is the shot. So there's plenty of negative space around her and around the gun as well. She's in focus. The anti-aliasing isn't going crazy. There's an interesting light feature as well in there. You've got shells in, so the one at the bottom flare and two at the top flare as well. So I'm quite happy with that. And now she dies. Hey, buddy. These things are pretty good, though. I have to say, the as you said, Ainley, the animation's better on the wire, and the range is better on the wire as well. But these things cut.
I'm under fire!
Yep. I don't even know what this mission is really. I think everyone's dead, so let's collect some goods if there are any. And let's have a look at what this mission's about. Ooh. Get some bullets. No, nothing. Any more for any more? Music tells me no. That's good. In that case, I'll have a sip of my drink. So cheers, everyone. I'm trying to think where to put my camera, because next stream I probably won't be playing this game. I'm sort of toying between the idea of playing Mad Max next week, because I don't know whether to play like restart Spider-Man 2 and do that as a series, or just to do it as a street photography type stream. So I haven't decided where that, and that very much dictates where I put my camera. Pardon me, because I have it this way round, and then I had it in the bottom left-hand corner because of Atomic Heart, whereas normally I have it in the bottom right-hand corner. But anyway, let's get out of here. Also grab a few components. I do have a... Okay. Allow me up there. Oh well. While we're up here, we're going to have a look on this balcony. Again, it's to see angles that we may not get to see normally. I do rather like that blue building, but it's not interesting enough for a photo. And with the backgrounds as well, it's a little bit vanilla. But you don't know until you get up here. But it's odd that sometimes I just take photos. I don't actually know what it is that attracted me. I mean, theoretically, it will be a certain light. It will either be a soft light, a hard light, but it will be interesting, and that's what grabs my attention. But quite often, I will take a shot, and it's not until editing I actually see what grabbed my attention fully, and then I just crop in on that. Quite often the art of photography is knowing what to miss out. And I'll just give a bit of an example really. Because we do have quite a lot going on here. We've got the stairs there. This is a nice open empty space. Whereas really I just want this character walking along. So for interest, I'm framing them in. Field of view, out like that. I need to just lift it up slightly so I can get the right angle. And then using depth of field. Now I've opened the aperture simply because it's a really interesting texture behind this character, but it's blurred so that she still stands out. And that's just an example of out of this world that, or the scene that you saw before I started doing these adjustments. This is the only thing that mattered, this character. Yes, I like the knee joints. Yes, I like the posture. Blue against yellow, kind of interesting. I would probably work with tone on this. Needs to be a bit brighter. And I brighten things just to give me a bit more scope when it comes to the post-editing as well. I am going to drop the highlights a
Any
little
shows
bit.
you watch RN?
At the moment, I'm watching House of Ninja. I've only watched one episode. Kind of enjoying it, but it's always hard to say on the first episode. I'm watching... Oh, what is it? Is it Growing Pains? No. I think it's Growing Pains. It's an animation. I mean, I generally...
What's that about?
It's about kids going through adolescence. Big Mouth. That's what I'm watching. But House of Ninjas is about a family of shinobi who are trying to be normal, or at least that's the first episode. So that's what I started, but I, ever since I was a young lad, I always thought that gaming was better than TV, simply because you're controlling it, you're interacting with it. And especially in modern days where you've got story-based games, and they're far more like closer to reality than the pixel art type stuff that I was playing when I was a kid. So I only really watch shows first thing in the morning, and then normally those car shows where like they take a wreck and they restore it, or they'll do a resto mod or something like that. I quite like those.
Games are better 100%.
See, Mike, that's why you're my guy. You understand. And evenings, it is just a wind down from like from gaming, so that I can go to sleep quickly. I also read as well, so that takes a bit of time. But I'm going to be watching because I visit friends, and it's an old school friend, and we like every week I go around his, and we watch something, and it is just so we don't go years without contacting. At the moment, I'm reading the complete works of Wilkie Collins, but I've finished all of Charles Dickens' books. I loved James Clavell, so he's the one who did Shogun. I like fiction more than like I don't read biographies or anything like that. I sometimes enjoy the more spiritual things to read. Like I really enjoyed the Conversations with God. I really enjoyed the Celestine Prophecy as well. I thought they were good. But quite often it's stories. How about yourself? Do you like to read, Ainley?
Right, I read a lot of mangas or manhwas.
Oh my days. Love manga. Anime no Kyo is a really good series to read. And they made an animation of it called...
Hate normal books, just 'cause of my dyslexia.
Ah, that's fair. Anime is a great series of books to read. Yeah, so Demon Eye Kyo, the manga's called Oni Mei no Kyo. So ONAMANOKYO. The animation's brilliant, but the manga's really, really good. Well worth reading. Okay, what's that? Well, that's endgame mission, which is why I keep avoiding it.
Oh yeah, you talked about that once, I think.
Oh, I did. Fair enough, you've got a better memory than me. I mean, I'm going to use the excuse that I'm entertaining and talking at the same time, so that's why it didn't sink in. But, no, it's just because I'm old. But yeah, I've not read a great deal of manga. Which is odd, because like, I loved the anime that manga used to produce. Like Akira, Metropolis 2001, Cyber City Oedo. That was absolutely awesome.
I liked JJK, but the author fucked it up RN.
See, I didn't. I couldn't I couldn't forgive her that first Harry Potter book. That was so badly written. And I think I was influenced by the fact that I had not long read all of the Lord of the Rings, including The Hobbit. So I had been spoilt a little bit there.
Omniscient reader's viewpoint.
No, I just didn't like her writing style. I think that's all it was. But then...
Not JKR grinning face Jujutsu Kaisen, I mean.
Oh, okay. As I say, James Clavell I really liked, and Shogun is probably the best book I'm ever going to read. Um, I I really enjoyed Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is something Hunter, and I can never remember his name. Which is somewhat disrespectful considering how
I haven't
good.
seen or read any JKR books.
Yeah, it was Philosopher's Stone. Don't. But I think that her writing style really developed through the Harry Potter series. So I think that she would do very, very well. But yeah, I don't actually know Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, may have to have a little look into that. Because we get on really, really well, so I'm pretty sure I would enjoy the same sort of things that you like. Does that work a bit too much? No, that was a bit noisy.
It's manga and anime. You 100% have to watch the anime.
Ah, okay. Because I love anime. I still watch an awful lot of that. There's not been a great deal on recently
The
on
first season
Netflix.
is great, but
Oh.
when you see the second one, you are gonna cry.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I'll have to check that out.
You 100% have to watch that.
Yeah. Jujutsu... Hang on. Because chat disappears after this. So, give me a little moment, people. I'm just going to take a picture of that so I don't forget it. Jujutsu Kaisen. Ah, modern technology. Love it. Okay, let's carry on. Now, it's not manga, but some early Japanese films that are well worth watching are the ones by Akira Kurosawa. So he did Seven Samurai, which is brilliant, and there's Samurai 7, which is an animated adaptation of that, which is well worth watching. But Akira Kurosawa is good because he rewrote a lot of Shakespeare's works into Japanese theatre, films. But he's got a fantastic style, to the point that in Ghost of Tsushima, it actually has a Kurosawa mode, and it's him that's referencing to. So if you do enjoy like samurais and Japanese mythology, then that's certainly something to check out. I'm just looking at this, and I think what I want is it to be empty and just one person walking
Olaf
down.
Samurai.
Ah, then Akira Kurosawa. Yeah, Samurai 7. I mean, if you can watch Seven Samurai, it's great. And the ironic thing is, actually, I'm going to pause it because I don't want to miss people.
Down in the chat.
Yes. There we go.
Samurai 7.
Yes. And it is the number 7, not not 7. Um, so I can't remember what Seven Samurai is based on, but that's a Shakespeare one. He wrote Seven Samurai.
Thanks, M8.
Hey, you're most welcome, mate. And the Magnificent Seven is based on that. So it's definitely a good story if it's been written 3 times. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it, because I certainly did. But you want to read Shogun by James Clavell, or watch. It's on Disney have remade it, and I've been told that's very good. So if you can watch it, Shogun is one you want to watch. Now I am sorry this is not the most entertaining viewing, but I'm hoping just one person and they look interesting walks down these steps, because I like the lighting. And you may notice that light is disappearing. This kid doesn't matter, because this photo mode doesn't include children.
It's the new series, right?
That's right, yeah.
Shogun.
Yes. And that is based... it is a TV adaptation of my favourite book ever, which is Shogun by James Clavell. I mean, I enjoyed all his books, don't get me wrong, but that's definitely my favourite.
A lot of people recommended it to me. I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, that's it. If more than 3 people say watch it, it's well worth it. Oh, didn't even do photo mode then. Okay. But no, I really do hope that you enjoy it, because I thoroughly did. Don't need that kind of brightness, but that can be adjusted in post-editing. Actually did work better through his eyes, I think. But it's not quite framed properly, so we are... gonna have to do a bit of creativeness there. Oh, orbital mode. Thou art so frustrating. Okay, about there. Grab that shot. And it doesn't matter about the stuff in the right, I'm only interested in the one on the left. So I've finally got that. But yeah, I've read Shogun 2 or 3 times. There was a TV series made in England, I think it was the 80s. And that was good. I definitely enjoyed it. And I do have the box set, but I've been told that the Disney one is absolutely fantastic. And I will be watching it as well. Ooh, that's kind of nice lighting. So, oh. So things I like were the shapes more than anything else, but unfortunately the tree is in the way. Because I originally it came in this close because I wanted to frame the tree within that, which isn't that interesting here. Oops, sorry whoever I just walked over. Well, let's see what we can do. We may get away with this. I'm not 100%, but it may work. I'm going to turn depth of field off. No, it is still a little bit messy. Can't win them all, I'm afraid. This is a great symmetrical framing type thing. And if the crowds behave, you can use it for that. But I'm not going to wait along that long because we've only got about 10 minutes left of this stream. I'm still going to do my exiting speech for the YouTube video later on. But I do hope this has demonstrated all of the things that you can discover just by walking around an open world. I've taken a picture of like action shots, random NPCs in the streets. I saw some great trees, but I just missed the light, the perfect lighting. You can do some great car shots in here, night shots, day shots, so using the lighting around you. This character has got a proper swagger on. No. Doesn't always work. And it's simply because this is bad lighting. It's not shining on them or anything. So they have to be an outstanding looking character for me to follow them to a point where you can actually get a good picture of them.
Let me guess. Food from a tube, rusty water from the tap, another murder outside your bedroom window.
They've got loads of interesting leading lines in this game. The architecture is fantastic. And I just find that instead of just playing the game, because when I play it, I'm fast traveling, I'm driving and stuff like that. But if I just fancy doing virtual photography, I am more than happy just picking missions so they take me somewhere new and just wander around and take pictures. What have these guys got to say? Nothing?
Whoa! Think fleas like you just get in for free?
Yes.
Hear me out, Choom. I'm hitting up NC's Primus joints for some fresh XPD talent. Chicks and fellas who aren't afraid to show a little skin for some quick and easy eddies. You follow?
Not interested.
Oh, you're about to be. For every actor comes out with me, you get 10% of their fee. Guaranteed eddies, zero risk. What do you say? You in or out?
Huh. All right, fine. Go ahead.
Hehe, my guy.
Sweet Jesus. You hear that? Do you hear what they're playing?
Nothing.
Each to their own, Johnny.
That's what peeps with bad taste always say. Don't know what he did to deserve what's coming, but his music taste is reason enough to drop it.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good.
I want to have a word with your boss. He in?
He looks a little bit like
You're out of
Christian
luck.
Slater, this guy.
He doesn't really like to talk.
I don't care if he likes to talk. I asked you if he was here.
Sure, he's upstairs in the VIP room. Just don't expect a friendly welcome.
Okay. So we've got to get up without causing a fight.
Fuck you going. VIP areas for VIPs.
I know the boss, we're tight.
Boss knows a lot of peeps. Sure as shit ain't tight with a single one.
Yeah, but...
But boss said to let nobody in. Want some alone time. So cut the act.
Fair. She's just doing her job.
Shit gets ugly.
So... Nope, don't need vending machine. So what am I missing? No, don't want to alert suspicion. Wow, this place is locked down. You're still telling me to go downstairs. Oh no, it goes through here.
VIPs only.
Okay. What's that say?
Pass inside.
Yeah, why?
Wanna have a word?
Yeah, and I wanna snort lines of Lizzy Weezy Shrek.
Probably could arrange that. Actually, no, that didn't go too well, that mission this time round. Okay. Well, I'm not going to bore you by doing this mission, because it's going to be a little bit of working things out, and I think this is a good time to end the stream. So, really appreciate you all joining and sticking with me. Ainley, as always, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm just going to do a little bit of a spiel for the video, and then I'll say goodbye to you all properly. So I hope that from this video that you've seen some of the techniques that I use to get inspiration in open worlds. I mean, the best bit of advice is just walk. Don't fast travel. And to leave that for when you're actually playing the game. But for just virtual photography, enjoy the environment. Get your pictures and be creative. I mean, especially in street photography type scenarios like this game, Spider-Man, quite a lot of the time you find the perfect light in the perfect setting and you just need to wait for your subject to come in. So I hope that this video was useful for you. And remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye. And to you all on the stream, thank you once again for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you have a lovely time. Have a good week.
Sure, man. I'll see you later.
You all do, my guy. You take care. And good luck with your studying and finding out about the firewalls. All right. Have a good one all. Goodbye.